Hello everyone, welcome to the Spurs News. I'm so excited. The Premier League is back. Can you believe it? Yes, I can't. Let's get started. Tomorrow is the game. The best game of the week is Spurs game versus Man City. Find out more about the predictions and the lineup in the video. Let's spur our way to glory. First off, we're going to talk about some gossip. Sami Khedira talked about the potential move that he is going to make to the Premier League. And guess to which team? West Ham. West Ham are interested in his signature, but what he said is amazing. He said if Jose Mourinho asked him to join him, he wouldn't think twice about it, and he will come to the Spurs. Do you think Sami Khedira is an important addition to the team, or he's way past his best and we should let him join West Ham? Alright, at the Spurs News, we think no deal. No deal for Sami Khedira. Let's move on. Alright, talking about something is cooking in the Tottenham Hotspurs between Levy and Jose Mourinho. Yes, believe it or not, because Levy would not want Ali to move on, and Jose Mourinho has strict conditions on people or for players to play, and that's the clash of the titans that's happening between Mourinho and Levy. Alright, at the Spurs News, we think Ali needs to go on a loan for a few months, get his conditioning back, and be able to perform at the highest level, and then he would be able to join and play for the Spurs as one of the top 11 in this current squad. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. We're going to talk about something important, and that's the following. Sergio, believe it or not, Daniel Levy accepted a loss on Sergio of around 50 mil. Believe it or not. And that's coming from Spartak Moscow owner or director, saying that Daniel Levy did accept their bid, but Sergio refused the move because of his personal circumstances that happened with his brother and family. And that's why he refused the move and stayed in London with the Spurs. At the Spurs News, we are glad he did stay, even though he could cause a lot of problems. And Mourinho summed it up in the video when he talked about how he is scared of him making a stupid mistake and giving away a penalty. Paraphrase. Moussa Sissoko, the engine in the team, I call him, at the Spurs News. He said he was feeling scared when Mourinho joined. And this brings us to the next point. But before that, let's continue. Moussa Sissoko, that he felt scared when Mourinho joined the team, but he knew he was a winner and he could feel it. Let me know, did you feel the same way when Mourinho joined the team? At the Spurs News, we did warn that Mourinho could cause a lot of problems at the Spurs, but he is a winner, no questions asked. And we were questioning whether he would be a good fit for the Spurs. At the Spurs News, we did criticize him quite a bit, but we are happy with the progress he has made for the team. Let us know your opinions in the comments below. Alright, let's move on. Talking about 1 year anniversary for Jose Mourinho, which is today. Believe it or not, Mourinho joined the team about a year ago. A lot of crazy things happened. Specifically talking about how he said the blanket, which he compared to the team, didn't fit with all the injuries that he had at the beginning of the campaign when he joined. And also, we were 14th place when he joined, and now we are 2nd. Believe it or not, Mourinho didn't have a backup for Harry Kane, and we do now. And another highlight of Mourinho's tenure, we could say, his Instagram postings. And we can look at a couple, like the one when he said, everybody should be as pissed as I am after the loss at Antwerp. And that's the post here. Let's spur our way to glory. Moving on, let's talk about the games that are happening tomorrow. The Premier League is back and everybody's excited, especially us at the Spurs News. Let's start with the game between Spurs and Man City. That's the highlight of this game week. This is going to show whether or not we are title contenders. Let's start with the record that we have against Man City. In the last 5 games, we've won 2, lost 2, and drew 1. Now, that doesn't give us an indication of what could be happening tomorrow, right? Because the last game we played against them, we did win, and that was with Mourinho. But Harry Winks did create for them a problem by getting Zinchenko sent off with a red card, and Bergwijn being a Superman, signing and scoring his opening or debut goal. All these things were perfect for us, but the circumstances have changed, and a lot of things have changed. Like Mourinho has mentioned, at that time the title was gone from City, and they were not motivated to play for anything. Today, the title is open, and anybody can be challenging for that title at this point. Let's say our prediction at the Spurs News, it's that the game is going to be very close, extremely close. It could be a mistake from Sergio that gives away the game from our end, or it could be a mistake from their defense that gives us the game. So that being said, we are going to be hopeful and predict a 1-0 score for us at the Spurs. Let us know what you think about this game prediction and comment below. Talking about the predicted lineup is as follows. In goal, we're going to have Hugo Lloris and Roguillon if he's available. As I understand, he was rested, so should be available. Alderweireld and Eric Dyer center back positions. They're going to be the Vikings. All right, maybe Dyer not as such a Viking, but Alderweireld is. All right, the right back position, the person that could be a culprit and a disaster, but also could be an inspiration, which is Sergio. And then in the center of the park, people have been talking about Mourinho unleashing his dynamos in the game. That's Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and talking about our favorite player at the Spurs right now in Ndombele. And then, of course, we could see Gareth Bale starting off on the right-hand side and Harry Kane on the top. And then on the left-hand side, Heung-min Son. This leaves it up for the grabs for one more position. And we're going to leave it open because this could depend on what kind of mentality Mourinho wants to start the game with. It could be another center defensive midfielder, but Harry Winks is not available for tomorrow, according to reports. So let's see what Mourinho comes up with. Or tell us what you think could be the player, or who could be the player that's playing in that position. All right, moving on. Let's predict the other games that are happening tomorrow. First game in game week number 9. Don't forget, Newcastle, Chelsea. All right, Chelsea are finding form. Hakim Ziyech is proving to be an inspiration for the whole team, and he's becoming an assist king both in Africa and in Europe. So Chelsea should be able to win this comfortably. A 2-3-0 for them. Aston Villa, Brighton. Yeah, Aston Villa seem to be in top form and seem to be doing very good, but Brighton have very good players too. So we're gonna give this to Aston Villa, even though they are not as experienced as Brighton in the game in the Premier League. So yeah, just going with the fact that Ollie Watkins has been performing. They have a lot of Barkley's been performing, and they seem a more competitive team than they were last campaign. We're going to give them a 1-goal difference, 1-0. Man United versus West Brom. I don't know what kind of form Man United are on, but all the time they seem to deceive everybody that's watching them. Sometimes they're winning the games that they're not supposed to, and they're losing the games that they're not supposed to. That being said, I don't see them losing against West Brom, even though we at the Spurs did have a very difficult time against West Brom, and Slaven Bilic is a very experienced manager. So I'm going to give it to Manchester United. A 2-goal difference because of the speed and the lightning of these players up top. But also Bruno Fernandes could be taking another penalty. All right. Please don't forget to join our Fantasy Premier League, and the code is in the description below. And please don't forget to change your team for tomorrow's games and update it as soon as possible. Let's spur our way to glory. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great night. Spurs news, tracking down every detail. Transfer news, every gossip, every finished move. Game predictions,
analyzing and giving waffles.